Hi there, it's Polly Brennan here from Adventures Coaching. How are you today? Do you know I'm the mental fitness coach? I'm the creator of the Mental Fitness Kitbag model. Based on many years of experience working in the field of mental health, I have created a coaching system that has 9 key areas, and I would like us to give our attention to how to have mental fitness given the climate we're in and given the world we're navigating right now. Okay, this is a really important one. This is about our resilience. It's about how we learn to slide into the skid when things become difficult or risky or problematic for us, when we're faced with challenges. And my goodness, right here, right now, we're right in the middle to take our biggest challenge and turn it into our biggest opportunity. But it involves skill and it involves our ability to dig deep on knowing that our survival at difficult days is 100%. So there's different ways to build resilience, but right here, right now, I guess the biggest way to build a resilience is to choose a helpful mindset, to look after our self-care, to think a bit about the story we're telling ourselves here, and actually to batten down the hatches. So battening down the hatches means staying home. It means gathering resources and creating a safe space for us all to flourish in the face of a biggest health challenge we've ever faced. It's also about learning lessons. Right here, right now, we're finding new ways to deal with the challenges of our not living our life, not living our best life, but certainly not living life even as we would like to do it. One of the things I've learned that life doesn't get easier, we just get stronger. And by the end of this challenging COVID-19 lockdown, we are going to be way stronger than we ever knew possible. And we'll do that if we can learn some lessons. We can reflect on this along the way and learn lessons about how we're coping and dealing with all sorts of challenges and how we're overcoming it. And these solutions that we're creating and lessons we're learning are going to help us with all sorts of other things in our lives going forward. So it's a great opportunity to learn. But right here, right now, what we need to do is we need to work out how to not sweat the small stuff and focus on what's important, how to find solutions to the challenges that come up day to day that we don't normally have to face, learning from them, and most importantly, not being tempted to breach lockdown and staying safe, staying home, staying free of harm and free of injury is very important right now. So how are you going to put your hard hat on? Here's my cycle helmet. This is what I put on when I go out cycling to keep myself safe. How are you going to keep safe and have that bounce back ability that we're all going to have by the end of this? And the one thing I would really love to invite you all to do in order to boost your resilience is to create a resilience action plan. That would be a plan that would help you remember who are the people in your life that are your buffers and what are the activities in life that are your buffers that you can use right now. Who are the people that by connecting with they support and scaffold you and top you up? These are the people you need to connect with. So this needs to be part of your resilience action plan. What are the activities that keep you maintained and feeling on top form? Now, in normal life, you might have a whole list of things and you might not be able to do all of them right now. So this is, I guess, a COVID-19 resilience action plan where you focus on what is in your control that matters. What are the activities you normally do that help you? Whilst it might seem like a seemingly obvious solution, it's a challenge right now to do the things that you normally do. So we're finding new and creative ways to stay connected to our friends on social media and have little parties, get-togethers, things like that, having meetings online, finding new ways to do our job so we can stay accomplished and capable and focused on making things happen. But it's also about doing the things you love and giving yourself permission to enjoy things you would normally enjoy. It might also be that you're a very busy person in your life normally and you're going to have more time than ever to do the things that you used to do and used to love and stop doing. Perhaps it's reading a book before you go to bed. Perhaps it's walking and having fresh air. Maybe you used to meditate or do mindfulness or do something really brilliant that helped. Maybe you used to play the guitar and that was a brilliant space for you. What are the maintenance activities that we love, that help us, that are good for us. We might not realise how important they are, but once they stop being part of our day-to-day lives, my goodness, we soon know all about it. I would also like you to think about whether you could have a RAG rating system, so red, amber and green. I would like you to think about when you're at your best, what's happening, who's around you, who's in your life, who are you connecting with, what activities are you doing, how are you meeting your own needs and getting what you need out of life. That's green. That's what you have to maintain as best you possibly can. But I'd also like you to think about amber. And what does it look like when you're amber? Amber's kind of like lights flashing to say slow down, or you stopped and it's saying it's ready to go. So when you're slowed down and you're not at your best, again, same question. Who's around? How are they helping? Topping you up? What are you doing? What activities are you doing that keep you going and keep you ticking over? And it might also be looking then at what's stopped that you need to start doing. What was in your green list, in your RAG rating, that you stopped doing? Because there's your clues as to what you need to do to get yourself back to green. And at all costs, we want to avoid red. Because when we're in red at traffic lights, we've stopped, we've hit inertia. And it's not a good place when we're talking about mental health and mental fitness. So my invite to you is to understand best what green and amber look like, and also know that if you reach red, well, it's really important you know what that looks like and feels like and how it affects you. So what does life look like in a red? You also need a little action plan around, if you hit that space, what do you need to do to get back out of it again? It could be actions, it could be things you're doing in your day that help. It could be people that you connect with, and it could be actually looking for professional support. Maybe you have some support that you can tap into, or maybe it's that you use a helpline number to go seek some extra support or advice. And it might also be that when you're red, you have people that you can tell, who you can brief them about what they can do to support you at those times. So a RAG rating would be a great thing for us all to have. A resilience action plan would be a great thing for us all to have. If you want help to create one, contact me and I'll help you with that. So my top tip, create a resilience action plan. Think about your rating system and contact me if you want some help. Just simply keep the buffers in place that support and help you in ordinary life to stay topped up best you can. And if you can't use the ones you normally use, try and explore and see what else might make a difference. It might be there's things you've never tried that could be helpful to you right now, like talking to people about how you feel, like trying a mindfulness app to help you have some calm, about trying something to do an activity that will boost your mental state.